Something very, very interesting I wanted to show you today is this new feature Paraphrase has introduced some time ago, which has to do with using the AI Sandbox, which you may probably know already, to translate IEPs. We are going to use this workflow when content quality matters more than exact source layout. We know that what is important in the translation of an IEP is for sure the content, because we want to give that information to parents and to all the actors involved in an IEP. So sometimes maintaining the exact layout is not as important as content quality. Since the sandbox works directly with an LLM, in this case, we're going to work with GPT 4.5, the translated content will be really good because it will use context and it will use any reference material you can give it, and it will use your exact instructions. And it will use your instructions in the form of a prompt. So whenever you have IEPs with narrative-heavy sections, parent-facing language, specific district terminology, and things that you can ask the LLM to respect, to keep, I suggest you test the AI Sandbox for IEP translation. As I told you, the best way to obtain good results is to give the right prompt, that is instruction, to the LLM. A good prompt should always have certain ingredients, let's say, such as telling the model which role it will be occupying, giving it the terminology I want, specifying the exact language and formatting I want, and giving it as many instructions as possible for it to understand clearly what you need. The same way you would do with a personal assistant if you had one. So this is a sample prompt I created to show you how the system will understand better what you need. But good news for you is that Paraphrase has already incorporated this pre-made prompt in the sandbox. So you just need to click on the button, translate an IEP, and then only add any necessary information for it to give you a good result. When you click there, you will see that the chatbot starts chatting. Yeah, it starts a conversation with you. So you will be able to give it as many instructions as necessary. Source language, target language. You will upload your document, of course, and you will ask it to translate either the full content, partial content, to add required terminology, and to ask it to give you the best doc file possible. When you do that, I want to show you an example of what you will get. You will see that the system provides the IEP doc ready for you to download. This is exactly the one I showed you before in Arabic. So this is the result of the translation of this IEP into Arabic in the sandbox. As you can see, the content is readable, is really easy to follow. And I also wanted to show you the same IEP translated in the sandbox into Spanish. Again, while visually it is different, it is not the same, you can see that the content is really readable. it is easy to be followed. And that is really important when you want to communicate this to parents. So my suggestion is that you test the sandbox as much as possible with different documents, providing it with reference material, asking it different things, try to interact with it as if it was a friend or an assistant so as to get the best results possible. You can give it any instruction you want, such as use parent-friendly language, keep legal terms, etc. The idea is to interact, to have a conversation. Yeah? And remember that since this is an LLM, this is AI, it will learn with you. But something very, very important to remember, everything will be kept private. You will not be feeding the system, that is OpenAI or ChatGPT in this case, with your information. That is very, very important for you to remember.